Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about 3 things I hate about the MT-07 or the FZ-07 if you have an older version, because I believe all they did is change the name. And the first thing on this list is the suspension. It's so soft, and yet it has no static sag. The second is the exhaust. I mean, when I started up, I'm not even sure if you could hear it. You can barely even hear it when you rev it all the way out. It's ridiculous how quiet this exhaust is. And the third one is the stock tires on this bike are terrible. The Bridgestone Battle Axe 25s, S25s, they're a sport touring tire, and I got so many flats on those that I finally changed them out to the Shinko. So with the first part, the suspension, when you ride even like on the middle of the lane where it's really bumpy, or you go on roads that are bumpy, the front fork just feels so like all over the place. The best description I heard of it is it feels like you're the second kid on a trampoline. That was Dave Moss that says it, of Dave Moss Tuning, and that is exactly the way I felt when I first got on this bike after getting off some properly set up like sporty suspension. So I'll put a link below, but if you have an FZ-07 and you're trying to fix or MT-07 and you're trying to fix the front forks and the suspension feel, then his advice is what I'm going to be trying really soon. So over the next couple weeks, you'll see a video I post where it'll have me taking those top spacers out of these forks, trimming off 10 millimeters, putting in heavier fork oil, and we'll send it and see how it goes. The problem is you have no static sag is what he's saying, so we're gonna do his method and see if that fixes it. But from the factory, the suspension is atrocious. If you're not even riding like that hard, but if you're, you know, leaned over a bit and you come across a bridge or anything that causes some waviness in the road, I mean, man, you just feel like the second kid on a trampoline. It's really ridiculous. It's very bad. So that's one of my big beefs with this bike. We're gonna go to the garage and we'll look at the second two because we need to get off the bike to look at them. Now that we're in the garage, we can talk about one of my other least favorite things about the FZ-07, MT-07, and that is they did not leave room for swing arm spools on this swing arm. So you can see here on an R3, we've got this. We can work on our axle nut and our adjusters for our chain. All of it's separate. However, here we have it integrated into it. So this is an aftermarket solution. There's no threaded portion to put another one on. And this means every time I want to work on the rear tire or adjust the chain, it means I have to use this, lift it up, and then I have to transfer it over to these wood support blocks to support the muffler, which is designed to be load bearing. And then I have to take this whole spool off, and then I get to work on my axle nut, which is underneath here. Super annoying design. If you want to change out from this really quiet stock exhaust, then you lose your ability to support that weight there, and so you have to figure out something else to do. You have to use jack stands. It's just a little bit annoying when it could have been such a simple solution with spools under here on separate threaded sections. Another thing I hate about the stock FZ-07, MT-07 is the tires Yamaha puts on it. They come with these Bridgestone Battle Axe BT-023s. They're a sport touring tire. And as you can see, one puncture here, and inside we have another internal patch from another puncture. The lady I bought this from, she had gotten a flat tire and replaced it with a brand new tire, so these were replacements of the stock tires. This bike only has 5,500 miles on it, and that is 3 flat tires, 3 flats instances, and then it is our third set of tires. So I switched to the Shinkos, which are Aramid, and so hopefully that gives us more puncture resistance. But the stock tires, tons and tons of punctures, really annoying.
So let me know. Otherwise, I love the bike. Yamaha just did a couple of annoying things. I know on the newer bike they fixed a lot of these issues, but this is definitely applying to the older ones.